we're gonna be talking about speeding up footage, speeding down footage, speed ramps, and speed ramp transition, but it's gonna be my take on it, the way I do it, and how I see fit for my style of videos. And it's gonna be done on Adobe Premiere, so if you're an Adobe Premiere user, this is gonna be something for you. So right now, we are on Adobe Premiere. As you can see, I have 3 clips. 2 of these will be actually for the speed ramps. This one is just gonna be to show you guys how to slow down or speed up the footage. So anyway, a footage of something like this. Okay, so basically straight on running, right? This could look so good if it was slowed down, right? Now, let's say we want to slow down fully. First things first, you want to have your footage at more than, I guess, 60 FPS, 60 or more, because usually you're gonna post in a 30 frames per second format. If you shoot something at 60 frames per second, you can slow it down to 50%, making this actually a 2 times slowdown. And as you can see, let's go step by step how I did it. Right click, speed, duration, and then here on speed, we're gonna do 50. If you do 50, it should do actually, it's pretty much gonna be twice as long, and because of this, it's gonna look something like this. Slowed down the clip that we already had, which looks really good, but we don't want everything to be slowed down. So let's say we have this clip back at 100, right? What can we do to make it a little bit better? Well, let's say we want it to be only slowed down while my girl jumps. Okay, so let's do it like this. C to cut, and then cut it where we want to cut it, and then just slow down the part that we want to. So 50 on the other part. Now if you look at it, it should look like running, and then slow down when we want it. You can always do it in a way that after she lands, 100 again. That way it's gonna look like it's only slowed down for that little bit, and then it goes again to nice, faster pace. Remember not to slow down everything. I am guilty of this. A lot of YouTubers are guilty of this. We often slow down a little bit too much. I think it has to be used in a way that actually has a meaning to the video. And here's what I'm trying to show you guys, that you can experiment with this and get really cool effects like this one, where it's faster, then slow down, and then again faster. Because I recorded this on G7 on Tenerife, I only had 60 frames per second, so I can only slow it down to 50%. But if your camera does like 120, 150, or 180, for example my G9 now does 180 frames per second, I can actually slow it down much more, up to like 5 times, which is crazy. You can really make the jump a lot better. Okay, so now you're probably thinking, okay, you showed us how to slow it down. The same thing happens when you want to actually speed it up. So if I were to, let's say, speed up the second part where we have her running away, we can only do the same thing. 100% is just normal clip. If we want to go for like, let's say 400%, so that you see it a little bit more, I think it's a little bit overdone right now, but let's go. As you can see, it was much faster. So maybe doing it like 200% will be actually the effect you want. So it's gonna be like 100%, 50%, 200%. So it's gonna slow down and then speed up. And that way you can actually do like those cool effects of slowing down, speeding up, which is really cool. You can experiment with this, and I love to use it. It looks much more cinematic when you slow it down, and it looks much more smoother actually, and cinematic because everything looks like really slow. There's an emphasis on the movement, which I really like. For cinematic sequences, I tend to slow down a lot, like totally a lot of my clips. Okay, let's move on to the second topic, which is speed ramps and speed ramp transition. So right now I took 2 drone shots from Tenerife. This one is from a beach, and then as you can see, they're both moving to the same side, to the right side. So we could actually use that to our advantage. How can we do this? Basically, let's start with the first clip that we're gonna do. Actually, you're gonna have to what we're gonna have to do is, I said a lot actually, C to cut, and then speed it up to 200%. Then a couple frames later on, cut, and then do 400%. Why am I doing ×2 all the time? From my experience, it seems like doing ×2 works the best. If you have like 100% normal clip, then 200%, 400%, and like 800%. That way I actually found that it works the best for me. It could be different for you. So basically, as you can see right now, we're gonna slow this one to 80%, or actually speed it up. So it's gonna do something like this, right? You can do faster or slower. It all depends how much of a difference you have here. You could have done this in a space of about from this marker all the way to the end, and it would be much faster. It would be like poof, right off the bat. But because I did it a little bit more into like a couple seconds, it's just starting to like speed up a little bit more and more and more, and then change to the other sequence. Okay, so we got this side, but how do we do this on the other side? Let's say we wanted to have it about here. What we could do is, actually we have to start off the bat with a little bit something different, because we have to start with 800. We're doing the same thing but reversed. So we're gonna start here, gonna go a little bit, maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit more? Yeah, about that. Cut it. Then we're gonna put 400. Then it's gonna be again, cutting over, cutting it. And we're gonna do 200 again. Oh, we did something different. 200. That way, we're doing step by step. I know a lot of people are gonna say there's different ways to do speed ramps, and yes, I know there's different ways, and yeah, cool for that. This is something that works for me. I know some people actually do it in a way where they use the graphs to go up and down, but I think this way is much easier, and also it's much easier to like show somebody. Like, I think this way you can actually show somebody and they will understand what's going on in this thing. They actually can get to work. This is like the easy way, the easier way, I guess, and anybody can get on and do it. So it should look, okay, so let's see how this looks. Now we have both of the sides. As you can see, if we zoom in a little bit, so the 1, 2, and 3 clips are from the first scene, and then 1, 2, and 3 for the second, and then this normal clip. Basically, this could be a transition, or anything you want. Like, basically, a lot of people use it just to go from one cut to another, instead of a hard cut. But let's see how this looks like. As you can see, there we have a smooth transition. Thing is, if I were to actually do it a little bit faster, not like here I made it so it's like really slow down and like faster, but if I did it like right off the bat, it would look a little bit more like a fast teleportation, I guess, where here you can see it like faster, and then getting to a transition. So it depends on how you do it. It all depends how fast you actually do it in the region right here. Like this region where you have the cutouts. The smaller you make them, the faster it's gonna turn into like the. Imagine this like 2 clips and then they're meeting at the top. If you're gonna do a lot of clips and like long clips, it's gonna go actually like slowly up. If you're gonna do these clips smaller, but they're gonna go faster right away, it's gonna be more like right off the bat on the top, which is depending on what you're looking for, what effect you're looking to get from the transition. A lot of people use it for everything, like they use it for every single transitions, and I know some people actually have commented before on my channel that I should do more of them. My opinion is I don't want to do more of them. I feel like this transition is actually something I love to use as I like to have things in my videos that are meaningful. I like to have it match the music. At least for me, it matches the music. If the music has some kind of a flow or a vibe that actually connects to that kind of transition, that is where I'm gonna go for it. I'm not gonna go for it every time because it doesn't have that same meaning when I actually use it. Because of this, it is very important to know when to use it, but in my opinion, it's up to you. This is a tool and it's for your disposal. How you're gonna use it is up to you. So that has been it. A very quick and easy, or I hope it's quick, easy tutorial how to actually slow down and speed up footage, and then how to do a transition with the same concept of speeding up and speeding down footage. And that way we got 2 different effects that you can use in your travel vlogs or in your vlogs or any kind of video that you want to do for cinematic sequence mostly. But it has so much use that it is really good to have like at your disposal. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I hope you guys enjoyed this video once again, and I'll see you next time.